Hello, and welcome to a grab and go opportunity put on by me, Christine, the teen librarian at the Jones Creek branch of the East Baton Rouge Parish Library System. Our activity for today will be Himelli. Himelli are a traditional ornament from Finland made from straw, although lately they have gotten to be very popular, made from brass tubing and used as homes for air plants. Today we'll assemble some moguls inspired by this age-old craft. Our supplies are about 8 to 10 paper straws, a pencil, some Scotch tape, a jingle bell, some thread, a pair of scissors, and some shiny paper. I have a 2.5 by 12 inch rectangle, another of those rectangles, and a 1 inch by 12 inch rectangle. It's also useful to have this printed out template of a circle divided into 6. Let's get started. Here are some straws I've cut, 2.5 to make 4, and 3 into thirds to make 9, though really I only need 8. And here is a length of string. What we're going to do is make a himelli where the pieces aren't all the same length all the time. Let's start by threading our thread through one of the shorter pieces. I'm pulling it through. We're going to put 3 on this thread and make them into a triangle. Here's our first basic triangle shape. I'm going to tie that off with a bit of string left over for later, just in case I need it. And now I'm going to continue adding to this. One here and one here. This makes a second triangle. I'll tie it into place. When I fold this end and this end up and add a last piece here, it makes a sort of pyramid shape. I'll tie that into place here and here. This is half of the traditional himelli shape. Now we're going to add these I'll tie these together, trim. I'll do the same thing on this side. I'm going to use one of my trimmed pieces of threads to fasten them together at the top. So here you go, an elongated form of the traditional himelli shape. You could always put an air plant in it. Here's a small 9-piece Himelli where everything is an equilateral triangle, and it has a bell on the end. Let's experiment with doing a more modern shape instead. First, I've used my scissors and cut my straws into thirds, 2 of them, and halves, 6 of them. Next, I'm going to pleat this and then turn it into a circular fan. To do that, I'll turn it shiny side down and start pleating. My pleats are going to be about ½ an inch deep. Take your other shiny sheet and repeat. I'm taping it in such a way that the folds will still fold evenly on both sides, and it'll keep up the pattern. Then, when I force the middle together, it forms a round, shiny paper fan. I've taken 2 pieces of tape, one at the point where the 2 12-inch pieces join together on both sides, and I put it over a ridge on this side, stretch it across the middle, and fasten it to both sides of a ridge on this side. Then, at the halfway points between those, I folded a piece of tape over a ridge, stretched it across the top, and fastened it to another ridge. This is giving me this paper fan. Now, let's get the template to divide it into 6. On the back, I'm going to make a mark in the valley closest to one of the 6 marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then I'm going to punch a hole with my pencil through this. There. Here I have 3 yard-long pieces of string. I'm going to fold that in half, find the center point, and tie a little knot there, like this. This loop will be what I use to hang this Himelli. Next, I'm going to thread one of my half a straw long pieces on each of these 6 strings. To help myself out, I'm going to tape the loop down to the table. There we go. 6 half straws strung on string. Next, we'll thread the string through the holes I made in the circular fan. then we'll add a second half straw below the fan. I want to hold this in place, so I'm going to add a tiny bit of tape to hold the thread to the straw. That way it won't wander off on me. Now it's time to do my next one. All right, once all 6 of the bottom ones are threaded on and taped nice and taut, we're going to take the 6 threads at the bottom, remove the tape, and tie them nicely all together to finish off this part of our model. Now we could leave our Himelli at this shape, but I'm going to add on the one we made earlier and the little bell to the bottom. And there we go. Here is a hanging mobile inspired by Finnish Himelli decorations. If you have enjoyed this grab and go activity, leave us some feedback, engage with us on social media, return to your library for more grab and go opportunities. Thank you for your time today, and goodbye.